Hello and welcome to your weather update for May 16th. And we had a lot of high clouds around today. But we had sunshine. It was a very warm day, so you can see all the filtered sunshine we had. Maybe a little smoke in there too as well. You can see a cold front there approaching on the satellite. That's the cold front right there that's going to be moving on through. And if we look at our weather map for today, you'll see there's your cold front coming through. And I'm hoping it really looks like this cold front is going to give us some relief from some of the smoke right now that's coming from Canada, because this cold front, this air mass, is coming from eastern Canada, and thus it will be much cooler than the air mass coming from western Canada that we've been having, the air masses that we've been having the past week or so, dealing with all the smoke and all. So let's look at our map here, and you'll see here there's actually some severe weather going on in North Carolina. We got a severe thunderstorm watch there, a few severe thunderstorm warnings, red flag warnings now in effect for Connecticut and New Jersey. I'm surprised they haven't included Long Island in this, but again, it remains dry. We're not seeing much rain. We also have a freeze watch for upstate and a freeze warning for, it looks like, the western extreme northern New York. So yeah, it's going to get cold the next couple of days. We're going to have a big cool down as this air mass from eastern Canada comes on in and cools us off. Let's look at the radar just to show you those thunderstorms going on in North Carolina right now. It seems like it's the only area where there's severe weather going on. So over here, yeah, North Carolina, we have a line over here going through the southeast. That's the low. That's where all the rain is. We're not going to see any of that. We're going to stay kind of dry. There's some scattered, looks like some scattered showers and thunderstorms in Montana through the Pacific Northwest. But other than that, these wildfires continuing to burn in Canada. We have Calgary air quality deteriorates as wildfires rage in western Canada. Air quality alert for northern Minnesota. Wildfire smoke rated very high risk in BC interiors, drifting toward Vancouver. Canada's Premier Trudeau visits Alberta. Significant and extreme wildfire risk to northern BC, likely to spread south. And Pacific Northwest heat wave shatters records as wildfires burn in Canada. So just look at this here. This is this heat dome that we've got going over the west here. You can see just the whole that heat dome. So lots of records were shattered here. With this here, this is the bubble, but it is hot for May, and that's the thing. So there were records. I just want to go to the records here. So some of the Canadian records have been equally noteworthy, especially the small town of Avinat, Nunavut, sits along the western edge of Chile Hudson Bay, recorded its all-time May high temperature on May 13th when the mercury climbed to 70 degrees. That's unbelievably warm there for that far north. And in Lytton, the temperature hit 96.6 degrees, just to give you an example. So it's just really incredible, this heat that's going on right now. And so I'll link these articles. I'll link them in the below so you can read them. But anyway, and looking at this high resolution satellite, you can see all the wildfires that are going on right now. And you can see here we have them in British Columbia. We have them in Alberta. You can see them right here. Or they are raging in Alberta here. And also wildfires raging in British Columbia. We got wildfires in Saskatchewan as well. So it's just all adding to all this smoke. And you can see here the stream of smoke here that's traveling down across Minnesota into Wisconsin. And it looks like it's into Michigan and upstate New York along this cold front that's coming on through. I'm hoping once this cold front comes through, we'll get into this cooler air here that'll push the smoke further south. We're going to have to look at the RAP model and take a look at that. But I'm really hoping at least we'll get a break from it. But this is really just, I mean, incredible to see this. It really is just a tremendous amount of smoke there to be just unbelievable amount of smoke. We can look at a few more pictures here to show you just incredible amount of smoke that's coming from these fires here and how it's drifting across. In fact, it could make it all the way to Europe, perhaps. Probably could go all around the globe for all we know. There's so much smoke being reported. And I wonder at Mount Washington if they're reporting smoke or not. We're going to have to look at some of the observations from Mount Washington. And again, this is our satellite for our area. And I actually want to, luckily the satellite is back. We had a bit of an issue with it earlier on. So let's go and look at, first of all, I want to look at the Pacific Northwest as well because, again, we have, it looks like some thunderstorms developing, which could start more fires if they're dry thunderstorms and there's not much rain with them. So, yeah, let me go back to this, and I want to go to the North American. Let's see if we can look at, I wonder if we can do U.S. Pacific Coast. I don't know if that's going to show it. Let's see, probably not. Okay, that's too far to the south. We need to go a little further north. There's also a southeastern Alaska one, but that's... Oh, this kind of shows it. Here you go. So you can sort of see here. Look at these fires going here. I wanted to kind of zoom in on this wildfire activity because it's just incredible, and everybody is just getting socked in with smoke here. This is just unheard of to see. And it looks like we might have another fire burning in the Northwest Territories as well. So now we have another a couple of wildfires in the Northwest Territories as well. So you have like 4 provinces that are on fire right now in Canada. It's incredible. I've never seen it this widespread before, ever. I've got to say, it's just unbelievable here. So that's the southeastern Alaska view here, and then we have the Canada Northern. Do we have a Pacific Northwest one? We have a Pacific Northwest one too. That's only going to show the Pacific, but you can see the thunderstorms also firing up. That could start lightning, which is a concern. Also, Northern Rockies, but I have a feeling that's not going to show it all too well. No, it's not. So lastly, we'll go to the Canada one. And again, you can see, look at all that smoke there. It's really something to see. Look at all that. Look at all of that smoke. That's just really incredible right there. That's really incredible. I gotta say, that's really incredible. And if we put the lightning in here, let's do that. I'll take it off this bend. I'll go GLM flash intensity here. Oh yeah, lots of lightning. So this could start more wildfires. If there isn't much rain with these thunderstorms, and this could start more wildfires. So definitely not a good situation at all. Not a good situation at all. It's going to get worse. It's only going to get worse as the planet burns. But anyway, let's go back to the weather and hazards map here and look at what's going on in our area as far as temperatures. We'll put the temperatures back up here, and you'll see here temperatures are generally in the 60s. There is a sea breeze, but only on the south shore. If you go to the middle of the island, we're still 74 in Mineola right now. Very warm here. In fact, the hottest part of Long Island right now is this area. Even out east, it's 63. I mean, it's just, this area of Long Island is becoming very hot. It's just another reason why I just want to escape it. It's just too hot to live here. I mean, probably even cooler in Toms River right now. It's a little bit. It's still 70 there. See the red flag warning for Ocean County there. And so you can see out east 64. It's definitely much cooler out there. They got the sea breeze, but the sea breeze never made it into Central Nassau County. Looking across the country, I just want to go ahead and show you the cooler air that's coming our way. So you can see we've got upper 40s, even 30s. And this is the cooler air. We're not going to see 30s probably, but Ottawa around here, much colder air coming our way. And as far as out in the Pacific Northwest, let's see. It looks like they've got some flood warnings. So flood watch. Okay, so if they're getting plenty of rain, then there shouldn't be any wildfires. Hopefully started by those thunderstorms. We'll have to see. It looks like they are producing a decent amount of rain, which is good. If we can only get some of that rain up in Canada, unfortunately, it's not there. And if you look at some of the heat going on, again, we still have it. Looks like it's a little bit cooler. There is a cold front that came through that dropped the temperatures a little bit, but not. Still have some 80s up here. And and you can see the air is really dry and the winds are gusty, so it's still going to keep these fires going, unfortunately, for the time being. But anyway, let's go back to our area and look at the highs across area. You can see the differences here. Again, much cooler, Suffolk County. Well, but Central Nassau is just baking. We're in there with the city, man. It's just horrible. Let's go look at the highs for today, and it was pretty, well, 70s, mid-70s generally at Islip, and low 70s out east. But then as you head your way into Central Nassau, we're around 81 degrees. It's hot here, man. Central Park 78, 81 at LaGuardia, 81 at JFK, 83 at JFK. So I guess JFK didn't really get much of a sea breeze. We'll have to look. And then it looks like 80s in Jersey as well. Looks like low to mid 80s there, so pretty warm. And if we look at the lows this morning, we had lows around 50, 51 at Islip, 55. So 50s for lows and even 40s in northern New Jersey. It's like cool down in northern New Jersey, but not so much southern New Jersey. So let's go to Wonder Map now. And we'll look at some more of this, and kind of shows you the story here of where the heat is. It's just it's in New Jersey, it's in New York City, and it's in JFK is still in the low 70s too. So the sea breeze is only making it into the south shore of Nassau County and into Suffolk County. So if we kind of draw this out here, if we can, you'll see where the sea breeze is. And let's just draw this out. You can sort of see where the sea breeze boundary is. It's right over here. The thing is, it's making it through most of eastern Long Island. The sea breeze is getting in to the South Shore, and it's getting into most of Suffolk County, even central Suffolk County. But here, we're getting that hot air from the city here. It's just kind of got a west wind, and it's just blowing the heat right in over our area right here, and we're just baking. And it sucks. It really does suck. It's just another reason why I don't like living in this area. And that's something, it's only going to get worse as the planet warms. It's only going to get hotter and hotter in this area. I know, we're in the mid-70s. I don't want to call it hot, but when the summertime comes and we're around 90 and it's in the 70s on the South Shore, you'll get what I'm saying. All right? And you'll see the beaches on the South Shore, much cooler on the South Shore. They had a nice sea breeze all day, where we just didn't get it at all here. Even North Massapequa has it. And as you head further out east, it gets better, as you see. So, warmer further west. So, but anyway, we do have a cold front approaching. So let's go look at the models here, and we'll take a look at this. So you can see there's the cold front there. So we got a little low here and a little low there. You see that kink in the isobars. Cold front comes through, high pressure drops down, and this will be a much cooler air mass because it's coming from eastern Canada. And that is why we're going to have a cooler air mass. And then it looks like, again, we're dry. And then our next chance of rain would be Saturday. Perhaps we could get some rain on Saturday, maybe early in the morning. And then there's another cold front that comes through behind that. But we definitely need some rain because it's been very, very dry. So let's look at the HRRR model. And this is the 0Z HRRR, so you can see that rain is way to the south. We're not going to see any of it, and then we're dry right through Thursday into Friday. So no rain, and that's why we have that red flag warning, and it's going to be a little breezy tomorrow as the dew points drop. So here we go into, you see that cold front coming through. It'll come through after midnight tonight. Temperatures, the dew points start dropping. And then we'll see much drier air come in. Mostly northerly winds tomorrow. You see that dry air in place. There won't be a sea breeze tomorrow. It'll be northerly winds, and it'll be cool northerly winds there. Coming northeast tomorrow night, and easterly into Thursday to south. So that's still a cool wind direction. So we're going to have a pair of really cool days. So let's look at the temperatures, the actual air temperatures. So here are your actual air temperatures, and you'll see we're going to struggle to make it to the mid-60s. Jersey might see 70 tomorrow, but I don't think we see 70. I think we're going to be in the mid-60s, mid to upper 60s. That's as warm as it's going to get. And then tomorrow night, we'll see temperatures drop as low as the upper 30s, perhaps, mid to upper 30s. And if we get radiational cooling, perhaps even below freezing in the Pine Barrens. And then for Thursday, Thursday's going to be even cooler because of that onshore flow. Temperature's only going to be in the low 60s, maybe mid-60s, maybe struggling to make it to 60 out in Suffolk County. Further inland New Jersey, you'll be closer to 70. So that's what it looks like right here. So let's go look at, I want to actually just pull up some soundings here because let's see if we have clear sky at least. I think we should have a clear sky tomorrow. Let's go and just, I'm going to use the sounding here if we can get it. Of course, it doesn't seem to want to load. It'd be nice if it would load. Let's try it again. I wanted to see if there was a cold pool aloft. I don't think there will be, but in order for me to see, I need that sounding. Let me move it up a little. I'm on Wednesday, right? Yeah. All right. Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Seriously. All right. Well, whatever the case is, we can't get soundings. I don't know why. I'll move it to this. I'd like just one sounding to look at, if that would be nice, but apparently soundings just don't want to work tonight. No, they don't. All right, so now that we looked at those the models, we'll just go to the GFS, and we'll go into Friday and the weekend. So a little bit here, just a little bit. So here you go. This is the GFS, and you see Friday we still have a southerly flow. That's going to keep a sea breeze in effect. Air mass is still relatively dry, but you'll see Saturday we get that moisture in the air, and that could give us some rain perhaps. All right, as we get towards Saturday. But right now, it's too early to tell how much rain we could get. Here's GFS, and you'll see Friday will still be cool. Saturday could be actually the hotter day because we got inland. It could be blazing into near 80. If it's a southerly flow on Long Island, I think we'll just be in the low 70s. And then behind that front, seasonable weather behind that front with low 70s. Again, we're going to be below normal the next couple of days for high temperatures because highs are supposed to be in the 70s right now. So let's go look at our skies. And we'll move this into here. We'll have to use the GFS, and it's showing fairly clear skies over Long Island. We'll have to see if the smoke comes in Thursday. Maybe a few high clouds, but other than that, mostly clear. And then the clouds come in on Friday, and then we'd have the clouds on the weekend to deal with. And then it would clear out by Sunday. Let's go to total accumulated precip and see if it gives eastern Long Island a little more. Maybe some areas could see an inch or a little more than an inch. It's because it wants to form a little bit. It's getting a little bit more moisture. So we'll have to see if we can get some rain in here because, like I said, we really do need it badly. Let's go to the RGEM model next, and we'll look at the skies on the RGEM. Move this back up over here. So tomorrow you'll see clouds clear out. We should have a mostly sunny day. Hopefully the smoke gets pushed to the south. I got to look at the RAP model. It looks like it will. Thursday we should also be mostly sunny as well, and then the clouds start coming in on Friday, the high clouds. So let's look at the the smoke. All right, so let's go ahead and look. This should show us most of tomorrow. So we'll run this loop and we'll see what it looks like. So you can see that line of smoke. Looks like it does get pushed to the south, but it looks like we'll have a little bit, but then it's going to start rolling back in. I think as we get toward Thursday, we might see it return. All right, because the upper air is going to probably, but it looks like we might have a break from the smoke tomorrow. At least that's what it looks like on the model right now, and I think we'll try to get at least most of the smoke out of here before it starts coming back, probably on Thursday. You can see it's just continuing to go out of control over there. So let's go back to the tidbit site, and I want to try one more time for the soundings. Or you know what? Forget it. Let's just go back to the GFS and just go to North American region and just show you the temperatures. And so I think we can actually change it to see if there's any relief for where those fires are burning. Let's go to, do I think we can do Northwest U.S. or you have a Canada one perhaps we can use, or just North, let me see if I can find, we have a Southeast Canada one, but I'm looking to see if we have a, yeah, we don't. Okay, so we'd have to just use this. Okay, so let's go to the temperatures and see if things cool down at all over there in Canada right now, because right now it does not look like it. The heat is going to blaze. You can see that cold front's going to bring some relief to Saskatchewan, perhaps, but it's going to stir up the winds. Still dealing with the heat Thursday here. Still dealing with that heat in Western Canada building. Here we are. It's still there Friday. It's still there Saturday. Still there Sunday. So it does not look like there's going to be any relief from this, at least for the next 3 to 5 days. So these fires are going to continue to be a big problem. So let's go to the Ventoux sky next. And let's look at the clouds. This is because I don't have I'm just wondering if we're going to have some cumulus develop due to the cold air. Because you can sort of see it on there. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like we should have a mostly sunny day on this model. Thursday as well. But again, we're going to have to watch for that smoke. But I think tomorrow, I think we will actually have some blue skies. And it will be cool and it will be comfortable and it will be a very nice day. So I think with that, that's going to wrap up this weather update. Thank you for watching. And again, enjoy the break from the smoke. But you can see a look at what's going on over here in Western Canada. It's just incredible. It's like, it looks like a volcano has erupted. It looks like a bunch of volcanoes have erupted. It's absolutely crazy. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Oh, wait. Don't have a good night yet. I wanted to go over ice slips. I was forgetting something. I always go to the statistics. So ice slip, we were 4 degrees above normal for today. Not a huge anomaly for ice slip. Let's look at Central Park. They had a 6-degree anomaly for temperature. High was 79 there. And let's look at Newark, which is probably the biggest. 5-degree anomaly. Their high, though, was 10 degrees above normal. So there you go. That's going to conclude this weather update. Have a good night.